mud lovers.
There we go then, another anchor. Alright mud lovers, here we are. I'm with Steve and we're back on the estuary. So yeah, we're going to go and find some luck in the muck today. We've got Ben as well from the British Hovercraft Company. He'll be guiding us around.
And Mary Jo.
So there we go, let's go for it. How deep is this bit over? Nice bit of a rim there. Not sure if Trimmy's collecting this stuff now, but oh, that's a nice piece. That's a nice piece. That's right, you alright? You singing? There we go, look. Nice space there. What size is that piece of pottery? Imagine the size of that pot. Would have been huge. Roman, no doubt. Another piece of Roman pottery. So thin. Not hardly any of it survives. Another piece there, a little bit of a base. So Steve spotted this lovely little timer fuse, World War I or II. I just showed Ben half of a timer fuse, so that would have been on top of a shell case and the aircraft shell. Gonna blow the out of the Luftwaffe. Here we have another bottle. This is definitely going to be a bottle day. Oh wow. C. Chandler. It's a nice little whiskey flask. Love it. Absolutely love this one. Beautiful. Well, there's a nice bit of Roman pottery there. I swear I'm getting close to a full pot one day. Could today be the day? Okay guys, I can see something in front of me. This could be my eureka moment. All the time and effort and planning. Find what I've always wanted to find. Could it be? Jam jar! Oh man, that so looked like a Roman pot. Oh well, sooner or later one will come. Top of the pot. It's a nice big piece. Place there. Wow, look at that big bit. Oh, such a shame, but it's so big. I mean, a colossal Roman pot. Find of the day.
Find of the day here. So far, isn't it? I love how the
it's beautiful.
barnacles have
Stuck to all the
stuck to the face.
and they've got an aircraft.
Okay, that would be lovely up the allotment.
Anything on that other little
No, it's a
yeah,
plain.
there's another one there that must have come out the same thing.
Yeah, similar. There you go.
Here you can see where the fingerprints made an impression. It's got quite a lot of grit in it. The base of a pot. Again Roman. Come back for that. Pretty cool, look. That's another fuse tip. Oh, that's a nice one, complete as well. Nice World War II. I'm guessing he's British. Big old lump of brass. And you sometimes find bits of shrapnel, which sometimes is this shell casing blown up, but this is a complete bit. I'll clean that up and that'll look absolutely amazing. Stick around later and hopefully I'll clean that up in time. Awesome. So here we have a little Winky. Nice little boat ink. She's complete. Just stranded on this little high bit. Nice. Sheared lip there, that means that when they made it they just knocked off these mass produced. Didn't have time to make them all pretty. Utilitarian little inkwell. Aqua glass, Victorian. Nice. Looks to be all there. Oh, another artillery piece. Not too much to carry now. Well, that's pretty cool. I think it's a pot. Might only be a part of a pot. Oh, look at that. Oh. I'll leave that and I'll come back for that. I'll just pick this up, a little bit unassuming I suppose, compared to the other bits I found, but you just make out underneath. Really nice little pattern. That's cool. Well guys, finally done it. That right there is a Roman pot. Look at that. And that's lovely. Sorry for swearing, but little hole there, but I don't care. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Oh, get in. So I think this part has been saved by all this lovely seaweed to see everywhere. Acts as like a little cushion for it. Oh guys, I'm so happy. It's taken a long while to get out here to these certain areas that we really want to get to. You can only get out here by Hovercraft. There's no other way, unfortunately. You need to be able to tide this out. So luckily for us, we've got the means to come out here and save this stuff. Going to record it with the museum and then display it happily at home and keep it forever. I'm in awe, really. I've always wanted a Roman pot, as you well know. I've repaired them. I've collected numerous shards over the years, but now finally I've got one to call my own. So I'm proper chuffed. So if any of you have been watching from the start, thanks for watching. I'll carry on going, carry on finding more stuff, but this really is for me the Holy Grail of what I come out here to find. And it was just below, and it was just next to Steve as well, so that makes it a little bit sweeter. So happy days, and yeah, this is awesome. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of an accident as well. The guys that came with us, the Union Jack Hovercraft, have had their fan blade snap, and we really are stuck out on the mud. So we've called for help. Luckily, he does work for the British Hovercraft Company, and they will come out and help. Albeit it helps that he's the owner of the company, or the manager. So yeah, we're waiting for him to be rescued, really. It's always good to come out here in pairs, so that if one of you does break down, which does happen, Hovercraft are notoriously temperamental. Only because there's quite a lot of physics involved, and engines and fan belts and blades and whatnot. It's quite a complicated setup, and they're not cheap either. So when something goes wrong, it's usually quite expensive, which is a right bummer. And hopefully Ben can get rescued. I'll film a little bit of that. I don't really want to stick the camera in his face because he might get a little bit upset with that, just because it's quite emotional to have something break down on you. Quite frustrating, so I'm not sure I really appreciate the whole thing being documented. However, I'm sure this will all went well. If not, you've probably found this video camera 1,000 years from now and wondering what the hell they were doing on this island. But no, in all seriousness, we've got the rescue guys coming, going to bring out a spare part to us, and hopefully we can get it fixed. So yeah, bittersweet today. Fantastic find, and other fantastic finds as well. But in the nature of hovercrafting, things do go wrong. But luckily we're prepared for that. So see you in a bit. Everything now pales into insignificance, really, but that's another little bottle there. A.S. Watson & Co. Hong Kong dispensary, established 1841. A bottle with a date on. Wow, I've never seen that before. Epic. Well, there we have a little cod bottle. There we have a little cod bottle. That's a lovely one. Now, for those with lovely embossing on it. Oh, juicy. Let's get some water on that, see what it says. That is a stunner. Okay, I'm not going to read it all now. Stick around for the clean up and I'll show you what that says. Lovely. Keep on moving. Rescue boat. Over there somewhere, can't see exactly. Our orange Zephyr. Here she comes. So there we go, we just had a little clean up at the Hovercraft and back at Hovercraft HQ, just going through a few of these finds from today. Had a great old day. Got a few inkwells there, nice little stoneware one, a little boat ink one there, as you saw come up. This one's cleaned up a little bit nicer. You can just see there it's got, well let me just get a little bit wet because it comes up nicer when you get a bit wet. That's why I might always put a bit of varnish on if helps to clean it up. So it's got there A.S. Watson & Co. Hong Kong dispensary established in 1841. Absolutely love that. If it's rare I might actually try and get that professionally repaired, but I'll have to find out if it is a rare one. If one hasn't been recorded I won't be so quick to cut that down. This is a pub flask, so that would probably be the landlord, C. Chandler. Back in the days when there was no such thing as off licences, you get your little bit of gin or whiskey or whatever, put in a little flask and take it home. This is a nice little beer bottle, C. Arcole and Co. from Chatham, no less. Nice black glass. This is another upcycler. It's got loads of information on this one. Actually is quite menacing in its description. Buying or selling of this bottle is illegal. And another message there, trademarks and maker's marks. And again, this bottle is the property of, and it's pretty worn out there, but it says the Metropolitan Holland Brixton mineral water. So if I cut that down about there, I reckon that'll make an absolutely amazing candle holder or paintbrush holder or whatever holder. I'll get looking forward to doing that. Bit of shrapnel, well not shrapnel, these are actually shell casings, fuse tips. One there, but that's probably Second World War. And again, I found one of these before, but look how it's just split there. It's been blown up in the middle of the in the estuary. That's pretty cool. And coming on to the best bit, the Roman pottery. Nice little base there, but again, it pales into significance of the other find. Again, nice little bowl there that Steve found. But obviously, the find of the day has to go to
is my hair.
It's very lovely.
Or
the lovely pot. Now, Steve, you found a little bit about information about that, didn't you?
Right, yeah, done a quick bit of research, and from what I've determined so far, it's cooling ware. And there's one other example that's found. So, and the other example is listed as unique. Well, no more it is because there's now two of them. So yes. Also, if you look inside,
it's a finger.
It's a finger. You don't get many of them in pots.
The good thing about that hole is, despite it not being 100% complete, it actually sits nicely on that, so it displays at a really nice angle.
If you look at that, I mean, that's so worn now. Well, I'd say it's spent probably, I mean, it's sort of 2,000 years old, so I'd say it's probably spent 1,500 if it's 2,000 years buried that way, with that just being
worn away by the
slowly
river.
Worn away, yeah.
And they've probably flipped over in the last couple of 100 years maybe and earned all this barnacles.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think it takes long for the barnacles to get on there, but yeah, it's beautiful. And Simon found it, which is really annoying for me. I'm not going to bitch about it. I don't really care. Who cares? No one cares. No one cares. But yeah, there's more out there, so I'll find them next time we go out.
Yeah, we do. We will do.
But I'm going to find one about this big and probably that wide, with a big handle on it, and you know, property of Julius Caesar maybe, something like that.
Full of coins.
Full of coins. Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Yeah, full of gold coins.
Well, hopefully I'll be there to see that, and you guys will too. So stay tuned. Watch more Hovercraft History Hunters, and we're doing what we say on the tin. We're going out on our Hovercraft.
And what's more,
history.
We go where nobody else has been or can go, right? Which is why we find this kind of stuff.
Exactly. We get out to those remote places where otherwise you probably die trying to get to.
Yeah, which is actually, on a safety point, we need to do a safety thing now. Do not try to go to the areas that we go to because you will die without one of these.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Is it disclaimer? It's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
We have now disclaimed.
One other thing, what age was that? Because I thought it was 3rd century.
It was right. It's listed as is it 50 to 70 AD.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
really,
yes, 1st century.
So literally, AD. So that's nearly 2,000 years old, isn't it?
Yeah.
By 50 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's sort of first occupation, isn't it? Because it was 50 AD. So yeah, Caesar 50. So yeah, it's early.
We will record it as well so that the museum are aware of its existence. Put it on PASS, the portable antiquities scheme, so that it can be recorded and anyone can see photos of it and learn from it if they need to. So yeah, it's going to be the pride of my collection, I think. And Steve's one's out there somewhere. Just got to come and find it.
Well, we'll find it. Don't you worry. You've no idea.
Well, there we go, mud lovers. Hope you like that, and let's look forward to some more Hovercraft History Hunters.
And remember, if you like our video, hit like, subscribe, and share.
And why not leave a comment as well. See you later, guys. So this amazing Roman pot was most likely made in the 1st or 2nd centuries, and it's called black burnished ware. To burnish a pot means to create a smooth surface by polishing leather hard clay before it's fired to create a nice shiny surface. It was probably a cooking pot, but there's still some uncertainty as to what a lot of these pots we find were actually used for. I consider myself extremely lucky to have found such a wonderful object. This is the World War II fuse timer all cleaned up. A friend of mine offered to cut a section out so I could see the mechanics and how it worked. Interestingly, you can see the spring-loaded mechanism that would have detonated the bomb. The Hong Kong dispensary was founded in 1841 when it's first set up to help provide medicines to the poor people of Canton in southern China. Alexander Skirving Watson, a British pharmacist, joined the company in 1858 and helped set up this building, and the business grew from there. This bottle probably dates to circa 1870. The company is still running today, and this is their building in Hong Kong. It also runs a large chain of chemists too. There's loads more history on this company, so if you want to know more, I'll put a link in the description below. C. Chandler is a very common name, so it's tricky to be 100% sure on this one, but I did find a bottle manufacturer called Christopher and William Chandler & Co. of Bermondsey, London, that stamped up other bottles C. Chandler, so maybe this is his, as opposed to a pub landlord as I suspected. And finally, I managed to cut down and upcycle this broken mineral water bottle. It reads, "This bottle is the property of the Metropolitan, Holland Street, Brixton, South West London, Mineral Water Company Limited. Buying or selling this bottle is illegal. Trade number 17, Patent Rylands Valve 4 Soulmaker, Dan Rylands, Barnsley." So much information on this, it's great. And apparently this bottle is quite rare, and a complete one sold for £160 in 2018.